Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Dennis Riosa, and I want to share with you how I'm going to run my first ever half marathon, which is going to take place on October 19th, 2025. So I started this process out of the blue pretty much because I started running just to clear out my mind. And I went for a 30-minute jog after I don't know how many years of not running. I mean, I do sports, but I don't run. And a colleague of mine saw that I was running and thought it was a great idea to convince me to sign up for a half marathon. So, being the athlete that I am, or for lack of a better word, let's say athlete, dumbass, whatever, I decided to sign up for my very first half marathon. And here I am sharing with you the process that I'm going through in these 2 months of preparation, going from complete zero to running 21.1 kilometers. So stick around and I'll show you what week one of training was like. I started from complete scratch, from zero. I never ran more than 5 kilometers, well, maybe 7 kilometers in my life. And 2 weeks ago, I ran my first 10K. So week one of 8 is done, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I split my program in 3 workout sessions and then a possible fourth one, which is supposed to be a recovery session. So what I'm doing is I'm training on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, with Saturday being my long run, and then Sunday is my recovery session. Just so you know, this plan is going to go on all the way to October 19th, and the split is going to be exactly the same for each and every single week. So I'm going to have on Tuesdays, I'm going to have interval training. On Thursdays, I'm going to have tempo runs. And on Saturdays, I'm going to have long runs. And then Sunday is going to be a light recovery jog or a swim or a bike ride. So week one, Tuesday, I had intervals and it was 6 times 400 meters at 10K projected pace, which for me was a 5:45 per kilometers. So 5 minute, 45 seconds per kilometer, followed by a 200-meter jog. And this was my entire training on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, I had a tempo run, and it was 6 kilometers at a steady pace of 6:15 to 6:20 per kilometer. I had a little warm up before, did my tempo run, a little cool down afterwards, a little stretch, and that was about it. And Saturday, I had my long run, which was a 10K easy run at 6:40 to 7 minutes per kilometer. And this is pretty much it. Then Sunday morning, I went for a recovery bike ride, it was actually a recovery bike ride. My average heart rate was 116, and I did about an hour and a half, 30 kilometers. So it was just an easy ride, like a Sunday stroll. So that was about it. Now we're going into week two, which will have pretty much the same split. It's going to be intervals, tempo, and long run with a recovery. However, I do have to say that I do train beach volleyball as well, so I have a couple more workouts during the week. Also, I try to do at least 1 or 2 strength trainings during the week. So maybe on Mondays and Fridays, I do a little bit of strength training, and that's about it. So this is a recap from week one. If you want to stay tuned and follow my progress through the weeks, I'm going to post here on YouTube in longer form, and I'm going to try to do a little short videos. But if you want to follow each workout week by week, you can just follow me on Instagram. You have the link down in the description. And I am obviously open for any tips, tricks, any suggestions on how to improve my training and how to get to the half marathon, in the best possible shape and form. Also, just so you know, I do have this kind of goal of running the half marathon in about 2 hours. If I am actually able to run it in under 2 hours, that would be absolutely amazing. But the goal is to run the half marathon in around 2 hours. So this is it. Week 1 is in the books, and we started with week 2 of training. So stay tuned for this week's recap on what I did and how I did it. And let me know if you want to see a little bit more, like if you want to see a couple of videos of how I train or in-depth data about my runs. So just let me know in the comments. And if you have any suggestions or any advice for a novice runner that is preparing a first ever half marathon in his life, then please do let me know. Also, here's a thing that I would like to look into in the next couple of weeks, which is fueling, all the gels and hydration and whatnot. So literally, let me know if you have any suggestions on what type of gels you suggest, which brands you might suggest. So let me know just in the comments. And like I said, if you want to follow me on a daily basis, you can just follow me on Instagram, Dennis Riosa, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.